All right, Pesky Pole YouTube channel, welcome in. And we've got some Pro Strategy Football 9. I'm sorry, no, it's Front Office Football 9. What am I saying? Front Office Football 9. I confused two of my favorite football games. But this one right here, I've done some videos before on it. If you click, I'm going to put a little link up here when this video goes on YouTube of the playlist for Front Office Football 9. If you have questions about how you get the logos in the game, how you get the player pictures in the game, all that stuff, because it's a little bit confusing. So I always get those questions too, but I've got videos up on those, so check it out. But I want to make a video real quick on the off season, but I haven't done one in the off season yet. And I completed my season. I've got several seasons. I've got fictional seasons. I've got real player seasons. I've got all kinds of variations of seasons. This is a great game. I played a lot. So this one right here is I am the New York Giants GM of the real New York Giants, real rosters from last year, the whole deal. And this is the recap of the season. As you can see, Deshaun Watson of Cleveland, and those logos by their name is where they went to college. That's their actual pictures. Um, And so I'm not sure why those logos are that way, um, but Deshaun Watson a big year, and you can see the race. The Giants went 5-12 on the season, and the playoff games. Let me go ahead and scroll down a little bit here if I can. Uh, the I'll go to y'all in a second. So there, that's the leaders right there. So KC, 11-6, and the rosters that come with the games the ratings are pretty good, but there's injuries and there's things that happen. So you're not playing the game with the real players for exact accuracy. It's a kind of a fictional world once you kind of get started into it too. So kind of keep that in mind. The Giants went 5-12. It's pretty realistic. Eagles were good. Patriots are good. The Browns really good. And the Browns were, and the difference was that Deshaun Watson stayed healthy the whole year, had pretty good ratings. Jacksonville 10-7, Chiefs 11-6. Kind of see that going along there. So if we check on the almanac real quick, you can see our first Super Bowl champions. Now I kind of laugh at the location of Columbia, South Carolina. That's where I live. I'm not sure if they did that on purpose or how that was set up, but the first Super Bowl one, um, the Lions beat the Browns 31-25. Jared Goff with it. So pretty, it's listen, that could have happened for sure. Um, Lions are probably one of the favorites this year win the Super Bowl in the NFC, coming out of the NFC. So that's kind of how that happened there. Awards there, Player of the Year. Um, Patrick Mahomes was Player of the Year this year. In terms of the MVP, Coach of the Year is Dan Campbell. Legend of the Game was Matthew Slater. I guess that's the guy who's retiring. Offensive Discipline Player of the Year, Kirk Cousins, Ron Keister. Rookies, Anthony Richardson and Will Anderson. Okay, so that's kind of how the season went. So I wanted to show you what happens in the season. Now, the Giants, let me go to the Giants overview. The Giants, okay, so next year's already began right now. The Giants went to 5-12. And so I think if I go to, I have a pretty good draft. I'm going to find out. I have a pretty high draft pick. Um, in terms of my roster, real quick, um, I've got about 51 million. This is all my unsigned players here. Saquon Barkley, top of the list. Saquon Barkley hurt himself late in the year. He's a free agent. If you go to medical transactions here, he had major ankle ligament tear. Permanence career may be in doubt, and so he probably I'm not going to sign him for sure, um, unless I get him really cheap. You kind of see that too. Um, let's go to my roster real quick, and then my signed players. These are all players that have contracts for next year. Um, the big thing is, you know, this. I'm gonna put $51 million there up here. So cap room, we got $51 million right now. That's with all my contracts expiring and so forth. Okay. Um, but you can see my roster, okay, is a little bit short. Quarterbacks, I'm losing um, Tyrod Taylor. I've got DeVito and Daniel Jones locked up, but I can save $36 million on Daniel Jones if I release him. Now, Daniel Jones actually had a pretty good year. Um, he had 20 touchdowns, 9 picks. Um, not a bad year. I mean, we didn't lose because of him, but the issue is he's paid like an elite quarterback, and I just don't. He's not an elite quarterback. It's kind of the same problem in real life with the Giants, right? He's got good arm strength. His throw quality is not good. His passing touch isn't good. Decisions aren't good. He's got good accuracy to the ball. Secures the ball pretty much. But I'm really thinking about releasing him. I have a high draft pick, and either taking him, taking a quarterback in the draft, which I probably will. But there's also some free agents too, like guys like Baker Mayfield, guys like Carson Wentz, and I can get them in for cheaper because the problem is with the Giants is my team has horrible defense. We're like 29th in the league in yards allowed this past season in this replay that I'm doing. So I've got a lot of issues. I've got to get running backs. So you can see I only have one running back signed for next year. Um, Tight ends, I got Waller um, to do so. And so my dogs are barking now. Hey guys, can we take care of the dogs? Sorry there. So I've got Waller at tight end, and he's pretty elite. I mean, 71's pretty elite. So I'll probably keep him and Bellinger. Wide receivers, this is the issue. Wendell Robinson was my leading receiver last year. I don't have an elite guy, so I need to get a receiver either in free agency, which is why, do I kind of, save some more money by releasing Daniel Jones, um, do so. Centers, I got a pretty good future center. I probably need some more work up there in the line. Guards, I've got really nobody. Um, and that Glowinski guy too, I could save $5 million releasing him. He's pretty average. So he could be gone. Tackles, I'm pretty good at tackles. Not great, but that's the thing too. Andrew Thomas, I mean, he's $20 million for release him. I mean, that's the issue is he's like, I need a tackle, but I mean, you know, I mean, that's a lot of money for a tackle who's a 58 overall. Um, Punters, I got that. I need a kicker. My kicker is a free agent. And defensive ends, I got one who isn't that great. So I need people in the end. Tackles. I need more help with the tackles. Inside linebackers need to. I really need to rebuild the defense. So I need money. I got Kayvon Thibodeau is pretty good. Um, I need defense. Cornerbacks, they're on great. That's not great cornerbacks. Safeties, not great safeties. So I really need defense. And so I'm really thinking about um, going cheap at quarterback. And I know that's probably counterintuitive in terms of you need a quarterback and so forth, but I just think I can get a guy who's comparable to Daniel Jones for a lot less money. I mean, $45 million for Daniel Jones. I think I can get one maybe for $15 million, right? And have $30 million to go to a receiver or go to defense and kind of play that way. And maybe I get a guy in the draft. So that's kind of what's going on here. So let's kind of go over here. The league year begins um, today. All right, so it's going to go through and do that. The stadium plan deadline. Let me kind of go over. I'm kind of doing this along. A new 5-year contract. TV contracts are signed by the league, so that the salary cap goes to 229. That's good to know. Okay, so stadium construction plan. So here's I can go ahead and I can get a new stadium if I want to. Let me see my stadium situation going on here. Buffalo. So the Bills are the oldest stadium in football. I didn't realize that. That makes sense though. So the Bills get a new stadium. Giants. We have a pretty good stadium here, so we're not going to go ahead and do that. All right. So go back over the overview again. Kind of do this. Run today's actions. Let me stay here. So ticket prices. Um, so here's my ticket prices for the year. I can choose ticket prices. We bump them up. We recommend prices. Recommend prices. Um, let's do that right there. We'll submit that plan. So we did that there. All right. Let's go back over here. Next up, staff retention. All right. So there is my. So here's my guys here. So I've got Mike Kafka. I mean, I got Dabble there. Who do I? I got Kafka. I'm trying to think who I have that can extend exactly. I got Dabble there, 5 and 12, not great. Younger players, he's good there. Play calling. No, for the corner's not great either. Let me see here. Let's see unemployed coaches real quick. All right. I can't. Oh, I can extend. Okay, here we go. So I can extend this guy's contract. I can extend Dabble. Um, Martindale. I can't extend him. I'm not extending that guy. I'm sorry. So I just had it clicked on that for a second and then it won't click back out. Ah, okay. Let me see some real quick. Play calling rating. You got Todd Bowles. You got Mike McCarthy. You got Tomlin. Let's just move on from this because I don't want to make any move. I mean, I wouldn't mind making a move, but let me see if I can do this guy. So is Dabo a free agent? I'll make a new coaching hire if I have to. I can extend him. There we go. So I think so. I cannot extend Dabo because I think his contract's up. So I have to renegotiate with him, I guess. All right. Well, I may not bring him back. I might bring in Tomlin maybe if he's available. All right. Staff hiring period. So here we go. So now I can hire a staff. Um, so these are unemployed coaches. So so Dabble's gone. So I must okay. So your staff is inside. I must hire this coach or so there's Belichick. Okay. So all right. We sign a 4-year contract per year. Do you wish to confirm? So do I want Belichick? I didn't realize that Dabble is gone. So do I want to bring in Bill Belichick? Is the question. Do I want to bring in Billy Belichick? Let's take a look at his ratings real quick. I'm sorry this guy is so slow. So aggressive player development at 60, young player 40, motivation 50, discipline 4. He doesn't have great. He doesn't have great stuff in there. What should I do? Let's go young a little bit here. So who are my young possible guys here? Well, I got Kyle Shanahan. I can bring in Shanahan. 70. Well, I gotta bring in Kyle Shanahan. Oh, I gotta bring in Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan would sign a 4-year contract. Yes. Yes. I just hired a coach. So Kyle Shanahan's new coach. That's a pretty good deal. I'll take that. All right. So hire offensive coordinator. Don't want to hire an offensive coordinator. Do I want to hire a new offensive coordinator? I really rather have Shanahan call my plays, but play calling right there. He goes a lot area. He's got 50. We got intelligence rating. I want to have a West Coast guy because that's what Shanahan is. Um, so if I can go and do, who's this guy here? So let's go play calling. There's a 70. West Coast is a quarterback coach. How do the young guys? I might go with this guy, Freddie Eric. Put him in. Can I probably new? I'm planning on getting rid of defensive coordinator. Who do I want? My defense was horrible. Player development, Jimmy Lake. Young player development, motivation, discipline, play calling, intelligence, scouting. Kind of like that guy. Let's get this guy on board. Oh, we'll bring him in. All right, we got that done. So here's my staff now. We're gonna clean house there. Assistant coach. I need a good guy who's a good scout. Let's go Jacob Hartley. We got him down. Had trainers. When you get Kyler Stevens. So we got a whole new coaching staff now. We have a whole new coaching staff. I like it. I like my guys. All right. We have 7 selections. So here's so 7 rounds is the draft. So here's the draft list. We have the 5th pick overall. Falcons, Ravens, Bears, Packers, and us. Mox. Okay. All right. So that we got to that point. So I'm going to stop here. And that's kind of the first part of the off season. So I'm going to kind of make a second video here later on. This one's going pretty long. But I want to kind of show you the first part of the off season and kind of how that works. It's pretty cool. I'm sorry it was a little bit long, but it's pretty cool. And now we get to kind of judge um, the quarterbacks and where they are. Um, Here's all our quarterbacks. I'm definitely going to look at the quarterback. So there they all are. So when we come back, oh, there we go. Alvin Clark has a 9.9. So the other thing too that's cool before I end this video. Other thing cool, it doesn't give you their actual ratings, okay, that we see in the game. They have a grade on there, and you don't know how that grade kind of goes along with what their ratings are going to be. So it's kind of a crapshoot in a way. It's like it is in real life. So it's kind of cool um, in that way doing that. So like Alvin Clark, I doubt he'll be there. You know, Jablinski. You know, so these guys here, I have the 5th pick. So if say the first 5 picks all go to quarterbacks, 3, 4, 5, I'm probably guaranteed to get that guy there. Is that guy worth it though? Um, is the question. So that's me the issue I'm gonna have right now. If I take a quarterback early on, um, and so forth, doing that. Here's the grades. Um, we got Glenn. So you got those quarterbacks there. You got a running back. Uh, you got a left tackle. A DE, the whole thing. So it's pretty cool. that's kind of how the offseason goes right now. So, and the free agency and the 5th year extension. So it's a pretty cool game. But definitely check it out. Thanks, guys, for watching.